Good morning, students and staff. It's Tuesday, the 26th of January, and time for the WBDQ Top Dog News.
Please stand and join us in saying the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Reporting for today are Mrs. Medlin
Miss Harley,
And Devin.
it's time for our school announcements. Are you listening? When I say purple, you say gold. Purple,
Gold.
purple.
Gold.
Well, this week's caring message is forgive honest mistakes. Sometimes the hardest person to forgive is yourself. Admit your mistakes, but don't carry around a load of guilt because that takes too much energy and it will weigh you down.
Yes, and plus, people say, we can learn from our mistakes. I know I sure do. In fact, there have been a lot of inventions that started out as mistakes. I'd like to share a couple of fun ones with you. One was someone trying to teach geography, and he could not find the proper way to teach. So he ended up cutting up a map, and the kids had to reassemble it. So they learned how to tell England from Wales. That was in England. Another mistake I loved that was done by an 11-year-old boy named Frank Epperson. He mixed up some drink mix and some water and was stirring it up, accidentally left it on his back porch. Oops. And overnight it got really cold and it froze. And it came out the next day and the stir was still sticking in it. And he kind of picked up the stick and it was this big thing of liquid stuck together. It was a giant popsicle and he licked it. He's like, hey, it's really good. So he started making them in smaller versions in his freezer and selling them to neighborhood kids. And then another mistake I love is these. We all use these, right? These Post-it notes, I use them all the time. I use them today, as a matter of fact. Post-it notes were invented by a scientist working for 3M, trying to make a super strong adhesive. And he did just the opposite. He totally messed up, and Post-it notes hardly have any adhesive on them at all. And he thought he'd just messed that up. But people were like, wait a minute, we like that because it doesn't damage paper. And so his mistake turned into a really good invention that we use to this day.
Absolutely. I love that invention.
Yes.
It's birthday time. Who is celebrating a birthday today, Devin?
Evan in 3rd grade.
And Anya in kindergarten.
1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday.
Sorry.
Well, students and staff, if you would like to recognize a student or a staff member for an act of kindness, please complete a kudos for a staff member or a paw print for a student. Teachers have all the documents with them, and I also have links to these Google Forms on my webpage. If you complete a paper copy, and a kudos looks like this, just give it to your teacher and they'll return it to me. Or if you do a paw print for a student, you can give it to them and they'll return it to me. Today, I want to share a kudos for a teacher, first one for this year. And this is for Mrs. Carroll. So Mrs. Carroll is definitely a team player. She did a great job being coach for Resource last week, and she always has a smile on her face. So kudos to you, Miss Carroll. We wanted to give you a shout out. So good job, Miss Carroll.
Well deserved. Well, thank you for watching. And I would like everyone to join us in saying the 3 B's.
Be respectful.
Be responsible.
And be safe.
Make it a great BDQ day.
We'll see you all Thursday on the Top Dog News.